wait for the music to start playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world-famous Monster Factory and TRL Total Wrestling Live. I'm the Cowboy, Pete Carter, here with Paul Ridley, and we're getting ready for some great wrestling action tonight, Paul.
Another Friday night on the Monster Factory, another Friday night on the bench with none other than Cowboy Peter Carter.
We get ready to start off tonight with our ring announcer, Cody.
TRL number 48, close to 1 year.
Now please help me welcome to the ring, Primetime Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks.
I love his intro for Stevie Brooks.
Big start off here tonight, Paul. Of course, Primetime Christian Darling last week at TRL won that over-the-top battle royal, tossed out Nick Batee, much to my happiness.
He did one of the meatiest, nastiest, and most beautiful German suplexes I have ever seen. Nick Batee's head bounced 6 inches off of the mat. The dude was airborne.
Well, what we know right now, though, is that Christian Darling is the #1 contender to Travis Jacobs' Arena Championship thanks to that victory last week.
What a wonderful rematch that's going to be.
Paulsboro, make some noise. Let's go. I love y'all too. Man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling really good after last week. Really, really good. Next week, I got a big title match, another shot to get redemption against Travis Jacobs for the Arena Championship. Let's go, make some noise. Exactly, that's the plan, get that belt back. And I've had my fair share of battles with Travis, but he needs to know that it just ain't his time. But there's another reason why I'm feeling really good. I gotta tell y'all, last week winning that battle royal, I threw out that dusty butt Nick Batee.
Always a happy thing to hear.
Yeah, really.
Real bad. Tell him. But I will, as much as none of us like him, I do gotta admit, that's a former supersonic champion.
You don't have to say nice things about Nick Batee.
Emphasis on former.
Yeah, I think he's being humble, because what does World Renowned do? They, Exactly,
Glad to see
thank
you
so
hate
much.
World Round as much as I do, Pete Carter.
Hey, back to
Anyways, on to... They do suck, but like I said, he is a former supersonic champion, and I do gotta give credit where credit is due, you know? He fought like hell. But just like it won't be Travis's time, it wasn't Nick's time either. So let me make some noise. Let's make some noise because World Renowned what? Stop! And whose time is it? Prime time! That's right. Let's go.
Oh.
We knew this was going to happen.
Who is it? Who is it?
Oh, boy. Oh, hey.
No.
It's that guy. Took the keys to your eyes, but don't worry. Hey, be professional.
Right now. You cut that, okay?
Hang on 1 second.
This,
He took his headset.
Is who you think should be your next arena champion. Really, this guy right here.
He's coming out here. Tensions are high. You can cut with a knife.
Oh, that's the best you got.
standby.
You don't even have the courage to speak your hate because you know it's a bunch of bull. I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna go there.
You look like you just got fired on your day off.
Oh, is that what the bid is? Is that what this is? We get it. You got the build, you got the body, and you're the biddy with benefits.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right.
So disrespectful.
You really need to be careful what you're saying right there, all right? Watch who you're talking to. For real.
Whoa, guys, relax, hold on.
listen. Get homeboy out his face. Get your boyfriend out of here. Back him up. Get your mans out. Get him back.
Somebody's gonna take a shot to the face.
Boyfriend. Listen, you got it all twisted. That's not my girlfriend. She's.
Look. I don't know why it matters. No, it doesn't matter. Because look, what I recall from last week is that we didn't need labels to kick both of your asses.
Enough. All right, so no label. If you're not even a unit, a team, whatever you guys are, then why are you even out here? Why are you taking our time away? World-renowned time away.
The day this dude shuts up will be a wonderful day for all humanity.
I think that the two of us actually make a great team. And you know what? I think if you're so obsessed with us, and I think that if you care so much about what we call ourselves, that I think I'm free later tonight, and are you free later? Oh, hell yeah. And hey, I know for a fact all three of you are free later tonight. So how about a double date? Like a main event tag team match. Double
Nicely.
date. How about that?
Main event. Tempers getting flared. Main event. You know what? You guys are on. But you better watch out. You might end up like Cowboy over there.
Hey!
World renowned.
Come on, be professional. Let's go.
Whatever you say, BBO, Nikki.
It's all right. Hey. Be professional, Carter.
I'm not even going to pretend, Paul, to be unbiased. I hope Brooks and Darling kick their asses.
I want to see it too. They deserve to be knocked out of pay.
Let me tell you something, Nick Petit, not tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, but one day he's going to get his for what he tried to do to me last week.
Might as well call that day a national holiday. Prep the barbecue. Is this coming?
I'm sorry, my nerves are shot, Paul. I've had a week after what Nick Petit did to me last week. I'm trying to be professional here. I'm trying to keep my cool.
Brother, if someone scarred my eyes, I would absolutely do the same thing, but not time nor place. Time and place, B. Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Got good old-fashioned wrestling coming up. This is a special one. A couple months ago, we had a showcase from a school called House of Champions.
From Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 170 pounds, the kid of professional wrestling, Kid Kuda.
Where a group of people from that school came all the way from Florida to wrestle a group of our students. Kid Kuda was one of them. Today, after 2 months, he is back, all the way from Orlando, Florida. What do you think of this man, Pete Carter?
Well, I am excited to see Kid Kuda. I was not able to be here for that championship, for those challenges between House of Champions and Monster Factory, so looking forward to seeing what Kid Kuda can do in the ring tonight. Of course.
Hold up. Who is this?
Who do you think it is, Paul? It's Friday night. Who else could it be?
Oh, wow.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of Woodbury Heights, New Jersey, weighing in at 160 pounds, Mark Rassling Jr.
notice his brother for a second. Nevertheless, it's Friday night. We've got Mark Raspa Jr. in the house, baby.
We're starting off early, giving these people what they want. Mark Raspa Jr., mainstay here. Paul, 48 weeks of TRL, and Mark Raspa Jr. has been a pillar of this show over the last almost year.
When 1 year of TRL comes out, he is probably the front runner for most matches. Stay tuned for that video coming out in a couple weeks, folks.
Interesting matchup, though, here tonight against Kid Kuda. If you take a look at these two, Paul, roughly the same height, roughly the same size, similar styles as well. I was talking to Kid Kuda before the show started tonight.
Florida Energy versus Philly Spirit. Of course, you know, they call them Florida men for a reason, but Philadelphia people are pretty crazy on their own right, so.
Well, keep something in mind, because the crowd was chanting Hoagie Fest. They do have Wawa in Florida.
They do?
Yes, they do.
Wawa actually set foot in Florida?
It's unfortunate, but it's there. But right now, Raspa pushing Kid Kuda back out of that corner, locking up now.
Aggressive lockup, takes him in for a headlock. Takeover immediately. Dicey landing on that one, but he gets the head scissors.
Back and forth, Raspa quickly out of that. Picking up Kuda and slamming him down to the mat.
Kuda slightly rocked, back to his feet quickly. That drop kick, though, gonna keep him down for a bit longer.
That is classic Raspa there with that drop kick, and we see that speed, Paul, just flying into the corner there and taking it out on Kid Kuda.
Kid Kuda's been running his mouth a little bit, but Raspa's, as usual, got the Raspa Maniacs. Kid Kuda dodges the splash. Raspa dodges a splash of his own. And the uppercut that missed found its mark this time.
Impressive offensive series here from Mark Raspa Jr., who's climbing up to the top rope, looking to fly early in this match and put Kid Kuda away quickly.
Alrighty, Raspa going up to the top. Kuda gonna meet him there.
Look at that drop kick from Kid Kuda, knocking Raspa down to the outside.
Look at the height he got off of that drop kick, Pete Carter.
Kuda looking like it, built like a classic cruiserweight, and we're seeing that in his offense.
You have our referee Dylan Graff counting on the outside. Kid Kuda taking liberties with Mark Raspa on the outside. Somebody's head into the apron, clubbing to the back. Oh!
Vicious chop there.
Caught him right under the pec, right on the ribs.
Important thing to know, well, of course, that's one way to fire up the fans there, Kid Kuda, to talk about the Dallas Cowboys here in Eagles country. You know,
man.
Kid Kuda, only 20 years old, very much a rookie, still finding his way and finding his identity in the ring. But right now, he is identifying his fist to Raspa's face.
Yeah, you come up here. I don't know why people think it's a good idea to come up here and be, hey, I love Dallas Cowboys in the middle of Philly country, knowing full well they're probably going to get eaten alive. I mean, at some point, that's got to become like a health and safety issue, Pete Carter.
Well, I mean, they are America's team, Paul. Come on. Right now,
Oh, you're funny.
Raspa making his way back to his knees, trying to fight back into this. Rocking Kuda with a series of blows there. Look at that, just grabs a handful of hair. Sends Raspa down, and the referee all over him.
The long and beautiful hair of Raspa coming to haunt him. Kid Kuda just slams him down. A little technique on that, but brute force.
That hair pull kind of changing the momentum a bit of this matchup, and Kuda staying on that hair now.
Kuda going for the side of the neck of Raspa. What's he got planned?
This crowd tries to get Raspa back into this. Kuda picks him up. Beautiful suplex there.
Good old-fashioned suplex.
Kid Kuda sticking to the basics here against Mark Raspa Jr., who's now trying to make his way back to his feet.
Hey, you know, coming from me, you're a rookie. You got a limited arsenal of moves, but you best know how to use them effectively. Otherwise, you don't want to get left behind, you know? And Kuda just having his way with Mark Raspa in the corner. Blocks the right.
You have to think about it, though, here, Paul. with Kid Kuda being from Florida, not really being familiar with the Monster Factory crowd, that's actually an advantage because I don't think he's coming in with that intimidation of what Mark Raspa's stupid friends bring.
Oh, baby.
And right there's Raspa bringing the hurt with a clothesline and an elbow.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be on the receiving end of a fire Raspa.
Beautiful, going for the cover. 1, 2, and oh!
Call the Kid Kuda Dennis because I feel like that uppercut left a few holes in that beautiful smile of Kid Kuda.
I'll tell you what, he just barely kicked out of that, and Raspa now stalking him as this crowd cheers for Mr. Friday Night.
Got the lift off.
Oh, drapes him over the ropes there, Raspa's throat.
Yeah, everyone's got a plan until they get rocked in the throat. There's an eat defeat by Kid Kuda.
Kind of a lackadaisical cover there. I think if I'll tell you what, Paul, that's a rookie mistake right there on Kid Kuda's part. If he had moved a little more quickly, I think he could have had Raspa.
Yeah, chalk that one up to inexperience. I don't know what he's dealing with. Raspa's on a league of his own. Crowd knows it.
Well, if Kid Kuda wasn't familiar with Raspa's stupid friends before, he's getting real familiar with them now.
You probably know it.
Going back to trying to get him back up for another one of those suplex.
Small package.
Going in there, 1, 2, and oh!
Not quite. Might have changed the trajectory.
Oh, wait, he picks him up.
On the shoulders.
Oh! 1, 2, and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, with an official time of 5 minutes and 28 seconds, here is your winner, Mark Rassling Jr.
Another Friday night means another Friday night win for Mr. Friday Night, Mark Raspa Jr.
Impressive win here from Raspa. Kid Kuda brought his A game here tonight. If not for a few simple mistakes, he very well could have come out the victor.
Hey, sometimes you can make no mistake and still lose, but Kid Kuda, next time he comes up here, he'll know just who the hell Mark Raspa is. Hashtag Raspa for champ, P. Carter.
I guess it's bound to happen one of these days. Of course, Paul, we're just 1 week out from Summer Splashdown.
Oh, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
This is a new pairing here, Paul.
First, the tag team of Milton and Isaac Taylor.
Got Mighty Million and Isaac Taylor teaming up.
Coming out of that Battle Royal, they kind of struck up an alliance, sort of worked together, tried to work together last week in that Battle Royal, and now we see them here pairing together.
Yeah, this is an interesting pairing, but definitely that Battle Royal. I didn't get tangled with them much, but they were a destructive force until they got thrown out.
Well, we're going to see how they fare tonight because speaking of Summer Splashdown, their foes are still looking for a challenger, someone to face them
this
next Saturday.
When you hear this music, fellas, you know that somebody's about to get their body snatched at the hands of our tag team champions, the Body Freaking Snatchers.
And introducing their opponents, accompanied to the ring by many more. They are your Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the God of Deathbot, and Marvelous, the Body Snatcher.
Look at them all tripped out. Marv's got Mini Marv. God of Dad Bod's got that wonderful Hawaiian shirt.
That is a $50,000 custom Hawaiian shirt right there. Only the best for the God of Dad Bod.
$50,000 freaking dollars for that piece of mastery he's wearing.
I'll tell you what though, Paul, these two as tag team champions, so dominant, they have steamrolled over pretty much everybody that has come across their path.
They've steamrolled, smashed, and snatched everyone who has dared to step up. And you ever see that movie Jurassic Park? The scene where the goats lowered into the Velociraptor pit? That's how I feel about it now.
I'm going to disagree with you here. They're certainly a long shot, but Isaac Taylor and Mighty Milton certainly, there's the potential is there, Paul. The potential is there. It just needs to be unlocked, but we'll see what they can pull off here tonight, if anything.
Hey, do me a favor. Go to Amazon Prime Day. Pre-order 2 body bags for these 2 guys. I don't think this is going to go the way they think it will.
I think, Paul, we might be the new tag team champions.
I would love to be the new tag team champions.
They're trying to give us the belts here.
Even those belts.
As the bell rings. It's not what you do with a $50,000 Hawaiian shirt, just tossing it casually on the ground there.
Hey, maybe he has another $50,000 Hawaiian shirt. You don't know.
He might have an entire closet.
He pushes a button and out from the wall, pops the closet, filled with $50,000 Hawaiian shirts. Oh, baby!
Did you
Not
see
even
that?
waiting.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Pete Carter, did you order those body bags?
The God of
We might be
Dabon
needing 'em.
and Marvelous. Look at these two. Isaac Taylor still wobbly on his feet and just Marvelous taking him out.
Rocked.
Serious, just
Poor
look how
Isaac
quick.
Taylor. Oh, man. Fed to the wolves. Body snatchers are here to make a statement. This is a warning shot to anyone who wants a shot at those big, yellow, beautiful straps that they're carrying.
Knocking the taste out of Isaac Taylor's mouth, and Mighty Milton trying to call for a timeout, but that you're not going to get that from the God of Dabon.
This is the body snatchers reminding everyone just who the hell they are.
Splashing in that corner there. Tag into Marvelous now. Taylor writhing in the ring. Milton just trying to get to his feet, barely standing.
Today we honor and remember the memories of Mighty Milton and Isaac Taylor
Look
as
at
they
that.
get slammed by the body snatchers. Hey, do you think we're going to have the service tomorrow at noon, Paulsboro Methodist Church?
Somebody, hopefully we've got emergency contacts or next of kin listed here as Marvelous gets ready to fly.
I want the life insurance policy.
And Isaac Taylor, the God of Dabon, we know what's coming here. The God dose on Isaac Taylor.
Hey, that's one way to cure a
Beautiful
headache.
stomp from Marvelous. Going for the cover, 2 and 3.
Oh, man. You couldn't have a more one-sided match than that if you had tried, Pete Carter.
Official time of 1 minute and 59 seconds. Here are your winners. Your Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the Body Snatchers.
Not even 2 minutes for the Monster Factory Tag Team Champions to take out Isaac Taylor and Mighty Milton.
I love how you
My
thought these
goodness.
two had a chance. Nevertheless, your defending tag team champions, these two absolute behemoths of wrestlers, fearing nothing, not even the heavenly icons. There is no world renowned in their way. Children at heart, anything. Step up, get snatched. That's what they're saying.
Well, we're going to have to see who does step up at Summer Splashdown next week here at the Monster Factory, 2 p.m. start time. The Body Snatchers defending those tag team championships against somebody. And, of course, the big main event, QT Marshall, Monster Factory heavyweight champion, taking on Steve Macklin. What a match that's going to be, Paul.
Hey, we get to see QT Marshall in the Monster Factory for the first time in God knows how long. Steve Macklin, too. He's been here. I'm excited for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, the following bout is scheduled for one fall.
More wrestling on a wrestling show, Pete Carter. Are you here for that? Wrestling! And it's not just anyone wrestling. This is Rookie of the Month, potentially, Sebastian Valentino.
Introducing first, from Rahway, New Jersey, weighing in at 170 pounds, Sebastian Valentino!
Now, you want to talk about the God of Dabon's $50,000 Hawaiian shirts.
Oh, man.
Check out the drip on Sebastian Valentino. Looks amazing from head to toe, a fashion icon, but he is also a deadly opponent in that ring. He gets so much done so quickly.
That cape might as well be made out of diamonds for how good it looks. He's got another guy he's wrestling.
And introducing his opponent from Royersford, Pennsylvania, weighing 175 pounds, the Crucible, Tim Dynamite.
So you talked about diamonds, and here we have Tim Dynamite, no stranger to this TRL audience, as he's been appearing here over the last month or so.
Look at
Generally-
Sebastian's face. He's just so fed up with Tim Dynamite. He's just so done with him right now. He's like, oh, this guy.
Tim Dynamite, though, in the past, the audience has really enjoyed Tim Dynamite, and Tim Dynamite has enjoyed them, but there's definitely a change in his demeanor.
Hey, you know, Tim Dynamite sees another man that's a little smaller than him. He's like, yeah, I got this, little cocky. You know what? Sebastian has a habit of shutting those people up, you know. Very good at low bridging in battle royals. My back is still healing from that insane bump I took.
Well, you know all about Sebastian Valentino and what he can do. Tim Dynamite is likely about to find out, but if we take a look, aside from that opening, his debut match where he lost to the notorious Mimi, Sebastian Valentino has been on a tear. Oh!
Trying to pin with style right out of the gates.
Valentino now trying to control that left arm there as Dynamite heads to the outside.
Playing a little game of cat and mouse. Tim Dynamite, I don't know, you got a ticket for this.
Shades of Lanny Birdsong of the Northwestern basketball team. That's a reference that no one will get but me.
Look, I
Tim
can add
Dynamite
30 years
taking a
onto
seat.
my driver's license and I still wouldn't get it. But
It's the spoils of youth there, Paul. Dynamite now
look at that.
going for offense, and Valentino so quick.
Schoolboy.
Reversal now, sending Valentino into the corner, but look at
Oh,
this quick
baby,
reversal.
sunset flip out of the corner.
That's the great thing about Sebastian Valentino. He just, look
That
how fast he is,
crucifix
how
into
acrobatic he is.
Another sunset flip.
Wow.
Sebastian just, you know, styling on him right now.
And
Sebastian showing up.
Valentino looking like he's having a good time. Dynamite trying to get his
Seabass
bearings
getting
again.
momentum. Now it's Tim Dynamite's turn to move out of the way.
Oh! There we see Valentino getting caught off guard.
He fell for that one. Hook, line, and sinker, Pete Carter.
Referee counting on Tim Dynamite, trying to get him out of that corner.
He took that meaty kick right to the side of the face.
Sending Valentino into the corner now. Tim Dynamite comes in, big left hand right to the side of Valentino's face. Now we see Tim Dynamite.
Oh,
just a big
he chopped him
shot
on his back.
right to the back. The Crucible
Another
taking
boot
control
to
of
the
this
face.
matchup. Calling back to the mean streets of Royersford, Pennsylvania, where he hails from.
Lands that nice elbow drop. Sebastian now forced to play defense.
Of course, Sebastian Valentino having a great match the other week with Papa Juice, and that idiot Nick Petit came in and spoiled it.
Yeah, but I was to say, Sebastian's used to fighting from the underdog position. Takes a win here and there. Nick Petit, as usual, ruining things like the you know, horrible person he is. But hey, if we get to see more Sebastian Valentino wrestling, I'm all here for it, Pete Carter.
Dynamite leapfrogging over,
Uh-oh.
back and forth. Look at that, sending Valentino crashing down to the mat.
Hey, Dynamite taught him a lesson in pro wrestling one-on-one. Be prepared for what happens after the drop-down leapfrog.
See, here's the thing with Sebastian Valentino, Paul. Most of his matches he has won relatively quickly. I think that the longer that this match goes on, the more it leans in favor of Tim Dynamite. Tim, of course, very experienced, been training for several years.
And Sebastian's been training for several months.
Exactly.
Yep.
But, you know, Valentino, great showing, one of the new students here at the Monster Factory that is graduating and making their in-ring debut.
Yeah, pretty new.
Very successful so far.
We
But
have a skill disparity like that. Like Sebastian, yeah, got the move splash in the pan, but sooner or later, the difference in cardio is going to set in.
we see that right now as Tim Dynamite just wrenching away, making it hard for Valentino to breathe, making him get up on his feet and take Dynamite's weight with him, and Dynamite sends him right back down.
Valentino getting back up, refusing to quit, honestly.
Rights to the midsection there, and now a big right to the face.
Blocks another right from Dynamite, ducks another one. Drop kick.
Sends Tim Dynamite down, and another.
He's running on fumes, Pete Carter. Can he have enough power to finish Tim Dynamite?
Reversal now, Valentino sent into the ropes. Ducks under that clothesline.
Ducks another one. Uh-oh,
Tilt-a-whirl
Tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Look at that.
Love that move. I love anyone who does that move. That is a wonderful looking move.
Valentino, Meteor into the corner with those knees.
Double arm snapmare. Bada bing.
We see this
bada
before.
Boom. Meteora.
Going for that cover. 1, 2, and oh! Valentino may have started celebrating a little early there, Paul.
Tim Dynamite not staying down for long. I mean, he's a veteran. I mean, Meteora, he's probably taken 100 of those at this point.
Take a look now. Dynamite with a big chop.
Man.
I felt that sitting over here. Oh, kick right to the side of Dynamite's head. He's woozy on his feet. Valentino, we've seen him. He's won these matches with the submission
there's
before.
There's a bridging armbar. He's done. He's done.
That's it.
Get out of here, Tim Dynamite.
With an official time of 5 minutes and 27 seconds, here is your winner via submission, Sebastian Valentino.
So many weapons in the arsenal of Sebastian Valentino. He can beat you so many different ways, and tonight he made Tim Dynamite tap out with that arm bar. Great showing from Sebastian Valentino here on TRL.
Love having you, Sebastian. Get some rest. Heal up for next week. All right. We got Summer Splashdown, July 27, 2 p.m. start time. Goldie and Wet Brett Waters in a high-stakes match. And now we have Cody, a ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday, the Monster Factory has the event of the summer coming right here in Paulsboro. Twitch will defend his Supersonic Championship against Max Sterling.
Oh, yeah.
The Body Snatchers will go head-to-head against the inevitable icon Travis Jacobs and the notorious Mimi.
Oh, yeah.
We have Brett Waters facing off against David Goldie.
Hey, that's the one I'm excited about. The crowd definitely does not like Goldie.
The golden era reforms. If Brett Waters wins, then David Goldie must leave the Monster Factory forever.
Hey, you know, only in wrestling can you get forgiveness by winning a wrestling match.
To the return of 2 of the largest monsters ever made.
Poppy.
QT Marshall battles Steve Macklin once more for the Monster Factory Championship. July 27th, the bell is at 2 p.m. And now, here to talk about the tag team division, the Children at Heart.
Oh, awesome.
I'll tell you, these two, an unlikely duo, but man, oh man, Paul, they've just meshed so well together. They've been fantastic as a tag team, getting the job done in the ring, and the crowd loves them.
It doesn't help that both of them are like really good people too. Like some of the most kind-hearted people you ever met. They have hearts made of gold, Pete Carter.
I think they have hearts made of children.
Like
Paul.
anyone who rubs them the wrong way, I want to get off of this commentary table and throw hands with because they are that precious.
I'm Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory.
He said the
I'm
thing.
joined at this time by the King Piece, Cameron Pierce. And by our powers combined, we are
Children at Heart.
I can't do this all the time. In 2024 has been a very good year for firsts. I finally had my first match. We had our first tag team win. But there's still something. There's still something that we haven't done. I'm not talking about lose on TRL.
Ooh.
I'm talking about the one thing that every tag team wants to do. What is that, Cam?
We won the Monster Factory Tag Team Championships.
Calling their shot.
They're insane. We just saw what the Body
Heavenly
Snatchers did.
Icons have next Saturday at Summer Splashdown. But we want to tell whoever comes out champions that we call dibs.
Well, I wish them luck.
It's
And we have the resume.
you got to give them. They've got the
We
ambition.
have the resume to back it up.
We defeated world renowned. We defeated the Broad Street Bullies so bad that
Oh, hang on.
Well,
Whoa.
say their name and they appear.
Easy there, buckos. All right, everybody settle down. Easy there. You.
There's Liam Black. His tag team partner mysteriously
I have a
absent.
microphone. Shut the hell up while I'm talking. Hold on. You two think you beat us. You two got lucky. I mean this Murph guy over here, all you know how to do is roll people up. And Cam, isn't it your bedtime right now? Because don't you have to go to like summer school because you know you're dumb?
Oh,
You
jeez.
booger muncher. That booger muncher.
Relax.
Easy,
Hey,
back
bullies
up.
never change, P. Carter.
Just gonna. Everybody knows he doesn't. It's 2-1. You guys are okay. Nothing's gonna happen. I've been on my own for quite some time now, as many of you know. But speaking of which, you know what? I actually recently heard back from Jake. Yeah, Jake recently found his way all the way back from Africa. As a matter of fact, he said he was gonna be here tonight for TRO. He actually told me he should be arriving right about, give or take, now.
Oh,
Oh
baby.
my goodness!
Underhanded again.
Typical Broad Street Bullies. Classic right here. Wait a second, he's got that chain. Liam Black with that chain, and Brian Murphy's begging him. That's a child.
We got Ollie Rock in the house.
Christian Rocco and Oliver making their way out to save the Kingpiece Cameron Pierce from disaster as Liam Black had that chain and was ready to just fall off and hit him.
Yeah, definitely didn't want to see these two get victimized by the Broad Street Bullies. Welcome back, Jake Manley. Also, take a hike. We got the boys in town.
Right now we got the former Monster Factory Tag Team Champions in there, the Ollie Rock Express. Children at Heart staking their claim, calling next on whoever wins, and that's big news, Paul. The Heavenly Icons going up against the Body Snatchers next week, but you have to figure no matter who wins that matchup, one of these two teams is probably going to be in the talks for who's going to challenge the winners of that matchup.
I can't wait to see how the tag team scene unfolds in the next couple weeks, Pete Carter. I'm all here for it. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we got more wrestling on our wrestling show coming up, Pete
Ladies
Carter.
and gentlemen, the following contest.
Mr. Fantastic, Lucas Twitch DeSagro, ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing first, from Levittown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 190 pounds. He is your reigning Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, Mr. Fantastic, Lucas Twitch DeSagro.
You know, Pete Carter, it would be really funny if someone put a green screen background because he's wearing a solid green sweatshirt that covers everything. That would be really funny.
Well, I mean, it's Monster Factory colors, but I'll tell you what, Paul. Lucas DeSangro, as Supersonic Champion, has been a fighting champion. He has shown up here week after week. He has put this title on the line, and tonight he's got a challenge in Al De Niro.
That is Al De Niro's music. My jaw is still sore from when he kicked it off of me a couple weeks ago.
Introducing his opponent
See, that's why he's in there and I'm here.
225 pounds. He is the main attraction. Al De Niro.
Every time I see Al De Niro, I am impressed. I mean, obviously, I feel bad that he did what he did to you, but
hey, it's all in the spirit of the sport, you know.
He is an impressive competitor every single time he shows up here at the Monster Factory. So this is a great challenge here for Twitch going into next week at Summer Splashdown.
Personally, I think it would be hilarious if Twitch kicked the head off of Al De Niro right about now, but you know, we'll see. Wrestling's wrestling, and it can go either way.
Can go either way, but of course, Twitch needs to keep his head in the ring right here against Al De Niro and not be thinking ahead to Classy Max Sterling next Saturday, because De Niro's a dangerous opponent, and we've seen that time and time again.
Yeah, Twitch has got that little shoulder wrap on him, which Al De Niro immediately starts targeting, which, you know, par for the course. Always pick out the weaknesses. Pass by, dodges. Whoa, look at that arm drag.
Quick series of offensive exchanges here, and De Niro catching Twitch, picking him up, and Twitch sliding back
off
down.
The back. Passes by.
Oh, there we see that.
Just using his massive frame to absolutely level Twitch.
These two roughly the same size, but my goodness, Al De Niro
backbreaker action going on there.
just taking it to the Supersonic champion. Getting that 2 count in there, and Twitch off to a slow start here tonight. De Niro
Hey, he better keep
working,
it on.
working those shoulders right now.
Yeah, he better keep on the pain. Unless you're Mark Graspa Jr., you're not beating Twitch in under 3 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Twitch defending against so many quality opponents here, but Classy Max Sterling, I'll tell you what, if Classy Max Sterling's head is in the game next week, if he's not distracted by Mike Z nonsense, this paranoia almost on Max Sterling's part that Mike Z is out to get him,
and whose
Max
fault
Sterling
is that,
could win.
Pete Carter? Whose fault is that Mike Z is out to get Max Sterling? Oh, wait. Behold the consequences of his own actions.
We see right now Twitch facing consequences from Al De Niro as he picks him up and just spins him around. Oh, reversal from Twitch. Sends Al crashing down into that mat.
Yeah, it looked like a DDT on Twitch's end, but a Uranagi on Al's end. I don't know who got the worst of that. Crowd chanting shoulder. You know what? I'm not shocked.
Twitch now.
Hits him with a bad shoulder, though. Maybe not the smartest move there.
Gotta watch it. De Niro out of the way, but Twitch stops himself. We see the striking there from Lucas Twitch DeSangro. Now a stop for good measure. He's fired up, Paul.
Yeah, good luck, Al De Niro.
Catches him.
There's
Oh!
a Uranagi. All right.
2-0.
This crowd does not like Twitch. It's kind of hilarious, you know.
I'll tell you what. Twitch now back and forth here. Twitch is starting to, you can take a look at the look on Twitch's face, and you can see he's getting a little bit hot around the collar there.
Yeah, he's trying to fight this man, but he's getting no respect from the crowd. A man who really just preaches loyalty and respect is getting none of that.
Twitch now going in there for that mouthful of shame. That should be it. Going down there. 1, 2, and 3.
And that is curtains for Al De Niro.
Ladies and gentlemen, with an official time of 3 minutes and 37 seconds, here is your winner, Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
Impressive victory there on Twitch's part over Al De Niro. But next week, he's going to have to bring that and more as he faces off against Classy Max Sterling. One of the key matchups at Summer Splashdown here at the Monster Factory.
I hope that crowd, wait a second. Say his name 3 times and he appears. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Ferran Burgundy. Remember
Ferran Burgundy here from the world famous Monster Factory. Twitch, fantastic match here against Al De Niro, but something that even the fans pointed out here is that shoulder. How are you feeling going into your match next week against Classy Max Sterling?
Ron, before I answer that question, let me ask you a question. How long have you and I known each other? Huh?
Oh gosh, about almost 11 years at this point.
So you would say that you know me better than anybody here at the Monster Factory, right?
I'd say it's a safe assessment.
Okay, let me ask you something. Why is it that I've been here 9 years? I've been here 9 years, and yet people still treat me like I'm that same 17-year-old that walked in here shaking in my boots, intimidated about being a professional wrestler. Why is it?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I think I'll tell you why. I don't understand why everybody here decides to keep underestimating me. Max Sterling attacks me from behind. I'm not surprised. Him honoring the rigorous natures of his putrid existence. He's a piece of garbage. That's what garbage does. Here's the problem, is he thinks that this is going to be enough to stop me on the 27th. People think that I'm harmless. I'm not harmless, Ferran. I'm peaceful. There's a distinct difference. Harmless is somebody that wouldn't hurt a fly. Peaceful is somebody that knows what he's capable of and decides not to. You don't believe me? You don't think I'm capable of causing people harm? Ask Dylan Mesh. Oh, that's right, you can't, because I stomped his head into a steel chair. Now, Max, you want to keep pushing me. That's fine. You need to understand, you keep focusing on Mike Z. Mike Z's not who you have to worry about. Mike Z's not the one that's going to stomp your head into the mat.
I would love to see
Mike C's not the one that's going to choke you until your face turns blue. Mike C is not going to be the one that comes at you with every malicious technique he has ever learned his entire life. You think a bad shoulder is going to be enough to beat me? You're going to have to kill me to beat me, Max. And you know as well as I do, Ferran, there ain't no goddamn grave deep enough to hold me.
There you have it. Lucas switched to Sangro. Sensing and rage heading in to Summer Splashdown in 8 days.
Yeah, Max Sterling's got a bit of a war on two fronts, if you ask me.
I'll tell you what, though, the intensity that we just saw there from Lucas Twitch to Sangro, something is boiling under the surface there, Paul. That tension is going to break, and it's probably going to be taken out on Max Sterling next week.
You know, it's his own doing. Max Sterling has nobody to blame but Max Sterling. Amazing how karma and consequences work, Pete Carter.
It's time for your Friday night main event. The following bout is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
All right, Pete Carter, here's our test. Do you think you can be professional through this match?
I'm going to be as professional as I can be.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Wonder Boy, Brian Morris, the Teapot, the Focus, Nick Woodkey, and Chris Desmond. World Renowned!
Look at these suckers. They're so full of themselves. It's honestly like stupid and insane, and I hate it.
Look, I don't have a problem with Brian Morris. I've worked with Brian Morris here on the commentary team. I'm fine with Brian Morris. I can tolerate Chris Desmond. He's eternally cranky and usually unpleasant. But Petit, he crossed the line.
Brother, that was really uncalled for on his part, and I'm sympathetic with you. Screw Nick Petit, honestly, legitimately. Like, he is a bad person.
He's more than a bad person. But he's going to get his tonight because I'm confident that primetime Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks.
I want to see Christian Darling put that man into orbit.
The team of primetime Christian Darling and Stevie Brooks.
Like Christian Darling threw Nick Petit all the way across the ring, bounced 8 inches above the ring, and then landed like a sack of potatoes. It's an insane display of power. And I'm sure you would love seeing that again, Pete Carter.
I'll tell you what, Christian Darling, I'm not going to say anything more about Nick Petit. I will say Christian Darling deserves all the attention that he is getting. He looks better than he has ever looked. And what we saw last week, I think, is just a hint of what we have to come here.
Christian Darling looks like he was built by the gods, and even they can't save World Renown from him.
Well, he's got this tag team match tonight, but coming up, he's got to face off.
What's up, Brian Morris?
He's facing off against the inevitable icon, Travis Jacobs.
Yeah, get his tan like a real man, Brian Morris.
I mean,
Jesus.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he's not going to have to deal with skin cancer when he's 50, I'll tell you that much. I think the spray tan looks fantastic. Maybe it's a little dark. Right? Maybe it's a little fresh. Meanwhile, whatever.
Yeah, we got a big tag match in here.
What do we just? I guess the best way to describe Darling and Brooks, it's complicated.
It is. They set their Facebook status to "It's Complicated."
Maybe that should be their tag team name, Paul. Maybe we should just refer to them as "It's Complicated" versus World Renown.
Team It's Complicated. I love that vibe.
I mean, I'll name the team. I already named Stevie Brooks' finishing move as Splitsville, so hopefully we'll get to see that in the match tonight. Bell has rung, and we are underway here in the main event at TRL number 48. World Renown versus It's Complicated, Stevie Brooks and Christian Darling.
We got Christian Darling. Looks like someone built a wrestler in a video game from the ground up. And we got Nick Petit looking like he's regretting every choice he's ever made. Petit trying to flex. Outclassed, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on which way you are opinion on this.
Desmond tagged in now as always. Nick Petit doesn't want to start off. He doesn't want to get his hands dirty unless it's on commentators.
He's a little chicken. Sending Desmond in there to take the heat, to take the initial onslaught of Chris Desmond. So to take the initial onslaught of Darling. So while Darling is tired, Petit can come in, capitalize off of the dirty work. Like, they have a game plan.
It's not, it's a game plan that they've executed before with great success. And what I said in the ring last week about Chris Desmond, I think he is pound for pound one of the best wrestlers here at the Monster Factory. And unfortunately, he just seems to be doing the dirty work for Nick Petit. But back and forth now between Petit and Primetime.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of taking your
Here
eyes
we
on
go.
the ball, because that'll happen.
That's how World Renown works, and we see Desmond now.
He had his attention for a solid 30 seconds, Pete Carter.
Now Chris Desmond going to work.
Don't you just love hating on World Renown, Pete Carter?
Crowd certainly does.
Like,
Primetime Christian Darling, though, already in this matchup, down on one knee. That's how quickly World Renown can inflict damage on you.
Every night before you go to bed.
Oh!
Always remember, eat your dinner, say your prayers, and remember that World Renown sucks.
And we see right now, Primetime Christian Darling driving Chris Desmond into the mat, picking him up for that big slam!
That's about a 50-pound weight difference right there, Pete Carter. And Darling has the power. Don't you forget, this man picked up the Italian freaking tank on his shoulders.
He's got Desmond up in the air now. All that blood rushing to Desmond's head. The crowd is counting. Oh, just drives him right down in there.
That man could probably
Here comes
lift Petit and Desmond at the same time.
Look at this double team effort now. Stevie Brooks hits that split, and now a big splash from Primetime Christian Darling, and Petit rolls out of the way.
And It's Complicated are heating up in this match as Spray Tan climbs up onto the apron.
Wonder Boy Brian Morris. Whoa!
Takes a right hand for his troubles. And Chris Desmond, like the dirty dog he is,
Always looking for an opening, always looking for a chance to strike. That's Chris Desmond. Now the advantage in this match has shifted back to World Renowned as Chris Desmond starts to go to work on Stevie Brooks, and smartly, Paul, takes her back into that corner that is belongs to World Renowned.
Yeah, you can rightfully hate on World Renowned all you want, but unfortunately, you can't deny that they are a wonderful team. Hey, referee,
Look
turn
at
around!
Morris.
What is this?
Always a factor on the outside, the Wonder Boy, Brian Morris. Desmond now picking up Stevie Brooks.
And maybe you should send that referee to your eye, Dr. P. Carter.
Oh, not funny, Paul.
Vicious kick to the gut by Chris Desmond.
Desmond now dragging Stevie Brooks to the corner, and now officially in this match with a tag comes the focus, Nick Petit. Brooks fighting back now. And look at Nick Petit just with that right boot right to the midsection, and now an axe handle driving Stevie Brooks down.
Nick Petit, as usual, showing no mercy, no quarter. Don't care who his opponent is.
Going to work on that arm of Stevie Brooks, and you can tell from the pained expression on her face, Stevie Brooks is in trouble.
Christian Darling
Once
watching
again now.
helplessly from his corner as Chris Desmond, once again, being a dirty dog.
Petit now striking Stevie Brooks in that corner. Brooks fighting back, though. Sends Petit flying, an elbow for Chris Desmond, and another.
She fights, she just might be
Oh,
able
but Petit just stops her before she can make her way back to primetime.
Oh.
Christian Darling, and a drop kick to the side of the head.
Pinpoint drop kick, I'm about to say. She's
comes
fighting to
Desmond.
make it to Christian Darling, but Wolver now is going to be pretty damn sure that's not going to happen.
I'll tell you what, the speed of Chris Desmond, so impressive, Paul. He is so fast. And if you don't, there we go, Christian Darling.
They know that if Christian Darling has been recovering on the apron. They know if he gets into this match, really good as over. That man's going to plow through both of them.
I'll tell you what, though, Chris Desmond moves so quickly, it's hard to call the action when he's in the ring.
Yeah, he's a middleweight medallion holder, former middleweight medallion holder. One of the only true high flyers in the Monster Factory, believe it or not.
I sung his praises last week. He took out Smiley. He took out Ty Awesome, the current middleweight medallion holder. Going now for a cover on Brooks. Every time that he goes for that cover and Brooks has to kick out, she's just expending a little bit more power. I don't like them, Paul, but I'll tell you what, just efficient, smart tag team wrestling from World Renowned here tonight. Going for that cover now. Once again, 1, 2. Brooks kicking out.
You can see Nick trying to cut off the air supply or the blood flow. That looks like a blood choke, I will say.
Gotta watch him, make sure that that elbow doesn't slide down too far there. But Brooks making her way so close, picking up a tee, putting him down, and now's the chance.
With
Stevie
the last
Brooks.
gasp of energy, can she make it to Christian Darling?
That's what she needs to do, Paul.
Watch
She
Nick
is
Petit.
so close.
Nick Petit's left hand has a head full of hair, or a handful of hair.
So smart. Desmond now tagged in, but here comes
Oh,
prime
baby.
time Christian Darling.
Here comes trouble.
There you
Over
go.
now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, corner splash. Make
And now
that a
good one
double.
for Petit.
Bill throw.
Just tossing him across the ring.
Give me 2 more. It's all right. They can't slow him down for long. Beautiful sidewalk slam by Darling.
Prime time now moving in, and Desmond.
Spine
Spine
buster.
buster.
Christian Darling's firing on all cylinders, baby.
Someone better call Desmond's chiropractor after that, and now he's picking him up.
Looking for that TKO, perhaps.
Oh, look at that.
Kicks Petit in the head. Tags Stevie Brooks in.
I don't think that Desmond's aware. Look at that spear! Stevie Brooks goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3.
It's over!
Ladies and gentlemen, with an official time of 8 minutes and 12 seconds, here are your winners, the team of Christian Darling and
Big victory here tonight, Paul, in the main event of TRL 48. For
It's
Stevie
complicated.
Brooks, it's complicated. Stevie Brooks and Primetime Darling, yep.
Look at this, Christian Darling on a warpath. Travis Jacobs, I hope you are watching. Look at what this man did to both members of World Renowned. Look at that man in general. He is coming for you and your title. Get ready.
We'll have to see if the third time is a charm, but Paul, thank you so much. Great being with you here tonight. I'm the Cowboy, Pete Carter.
I'm Paul Ridley.
Have a great evening, folks.
Try to bring you down if you let them close. Gotta learn to fly, just let them go. You gotta let them tread in water while you chillin' boat. And